no clue what the name of that song is. This is my makeshift. I'm going to try another stemware mic on the show today until my new microphone gets here. The boom mic gets in the way. Oh yeah, it's 10:59 in the morning on March 11th, 2021. I made a decision. I'm going to start writing books again. I made it last night. As a matter of fact, after I do the podcast today, I'm going to delve into some old files. I have a book I started I need to finish, and I want to write another book. It's not really going to be autobiographical because I'm not going to cover my whole life, but I'm going to put some of the things that have happened to me that I feel are interesting. They might not be interesting to anybody else. I mean, I have a weird slant on what I think is interesting and what I think isn't. Mostly what I want to comment on in my life are the moments that I've seen acts of kindness from one person to another. I want to just write a book and probably title it Be Kind. Yeah, and Alf and Baby Yoda have hats on like mine. That way nobody can tell us apart. We're triplets. Yeah, that's the story. I gotta get a sip. I did take my blood pressure medication this morning. My blood pressure was a little elevated when I got up. Hopefully my sweetheart is laying down and taking a nap right now. Aurora's in the den dining room combo, has a dining table in there, and then a set of recliners that are one unit and a big screen TV. But she has her laptop on, and Benji Jr. is in there. I went in to talk to her before I came out here to actually work. And Benji Jr. Was watching something on the laptop called Pokio. He just loves that. It's little kids with a British accent going on adventures. And it's kind of cute because when he does talk, he has a British accent. It's what he's learned from watching stuff on the computer. But he had a bowl of Fruit Loops up on the dining table, a big bowl about like that. And he would go and he'd watch Pokio. Then he'd come around and climb up and get him some more Fruit Loops and go back and watch it and eat it again. And the last time he did it, I got up off the chair in front of where he needed to be. He climbed up in the chair and he grabbed 2 handfuls so he wouldn't have to come back as often. But he is so stinking precious. All my grandchildren are, every one of them. My great-grandchildren are precious, and I've not met any of them, and that's going to be remedied as soon as we can. There's those stinking chickens. They'll start cackling. This is my Friday, basically, when it comes to actually doing things that contribute money to the family. However, Fridays I hate because I have to run and do a whole bunch of stuff on Fridays. It's part of being me, I guess. I sure hope this microphone works like I want it to. I gave it a small test run, and it's an omnidirectional mic, which the big one, the expensive one, is it's a monodirectional with windsock, baffle plate, high fidelity, and it's made basically for recording in a studio. It's not made to sit here and hook it up to a computer. I like these because you just plug them in and go. That one you have to do a program with to get it to work, and I don't like that. So what's going on in my world today? Well, here in a minute I'm going to research the COVID numbers and write them down. Then I'm going to do the podcast. I'm going to get another sip. Supposed to rain and thunderstorm this weekend. I hope it doesn't rain a whole lot. Jerry's to the point on the dam that and I may take this camera and go down and give you a look-see as to what's going on down there. They're getting ready. They put forms down. They got to put more steel. They're getting ready to have a guy bring one of those big booms that pours concrete, and that's what they're looking at doing. It's going to be such a wonderful place to take children and families. It really is. I think that is going to be Jerry's legacy. He'll live at least another 20 years. His dad died at 94, 95. Jerry's 76. So somewhere in there. He's ready to go. I mean, he's not afraid of dying, neither am I. We understand what the process is. You do go to a much better place. A lot of people don't believe that. I can't. For the world of me, I have a hard time with people that espouse there is no God. God is all around us. I've had so many things that can only be described as miraculous happen to me that most people wouldn't believe. I'll give you one example before I close this vlog. Decades ago, like 1987 or 88. 89. I lived in a place called Shady Creek. Lived in a house that, and I had this old van that had real bad brakes on it, real bad. And I was headed home after doing some work, and it was raining, and there was a car in front of me, a big old Cadillac, and they slammed their brakes on. Now, I need to tell you, I used to have fast reflexes, but I'm not this quick. My van, all on its own, whipped to the right into a parking space in front of a store and parked without skidding, hitting anything, or any deal. And I absolutely believe that was divine intervention. It wasn't to help me. That's what people don't understand about this stuff a lot of times. It was to help my wife and 4 small boys. I was shaking when I backed that van out. I'd collected on another job I did. I can't remember what the job was, but I remember I had to go to a grocery store and keep my kids fed. And that's all I was doing. And I profusely thanked God after I backed out and after I got the groceries and went back to back home. That was probably, that part of life right there was one of the lowest points in my life. It really was. Financially, spiritually, and in every other way. Things just weren't going well. And it's one of those times in your life when God does test you. I need to tape that down. Dory, yep, I get easily distracted. But I've got this one deal on my desk that keeps sticking up, and so I just taped it down so I'll quit snagging it when I run my hands across my desktop. Anyway, that is pretty much the vlog for today. I may get out later in my van and film over going to the dam so that y'all can see the progress being made over there. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow. I'm still not 100%, not feeling good, and I'll get to feeling better. I always do. You know, I'm not assuming that, I'm just hoping that. But anyway, that's a vlog for today. Mom, John, I love you. Michael, Paul, I love you. Chris, my buddy in Florida, I love you and think of you and pray for you. My buddy Monty, I think of you and pray for you a lot. There's a few other people on here that end up watching this that I also send prayers for. Not many people view my vlog. I've only got 30 subscribers, and that's fine. It's just a way for me to communicate with you guys. The podcast is a different story. They're working on the tower up there. I'm going to try to find me a hotspot, but in the event I get a better internet connection out of this deal to where I can do something, I'm going to blog back to Blog Talk Radio. The Spreaker deal, I can't take phone calls. I can't do live shows. And it's just, Blog Talk pays really well when you get into the money-making end of it. It is a network. Folks, that's the program for today. God bless you. Like the sign says, like my two fellow triplets say right there, be kind, and I'll see you mañana. Bye.